Hello and welcome back to the show. Apparently I'm back. I hope you had a lovely weekend. And now I'm going to do what I usually do, but this time I will also be cheating because I intend to show you some admittedly boring pictures or videos about Lake Tisza, which you can see right now while I'm talking, and I will tell you the short story of putting my boat on the lake. And the story goes like this: I put the boat on the lake, and that's it. And it was very enjoyable. The only difference now is that instead of the electric motor, I used a gasoline one, a proper combustion engine, because we had that lying around for another boat, and we thought that it would be lovely to try it out on this one, because this one floats and the other does not, at least not yet. So there you go. But before you run away, let me indulge in some Hungarian, because admittedly, the Lake Tisza is quite a beautiful lake and there are lots of fancy things there. And I thought up a sentence that we can analyze, and let's do that now. Oh, by the way, apologies for not using any bright lights at this point, because it's really hot in the UK at least, and I'm doing this in the afternoon. So here we are, and this is our sentence. Let me read that for you. A Tisza-tó rendkívül szép madártávlatból is. Oh yes, well, let's see what we can cook up here. I believe that if I just write down, but without the Lake Tisza, you would not be surprised, because tó admittedly means lake, and that is the name of the game. Lake. Well, the name of the lake, actually. Right, now let's see. Probably the sentence will revolve around some of these words. Let me just see what's going on here. Excessively, probably not the best. Now, let me see if I can use this one, because this is Hungarian. It's a dictionary built by Hungarians, and you can use it in English, I believe. There you go. And I intend to translate from Hungarian to English this one. And, well, yes, these words come a little bit closer than this one. This has some sort of negativity in it. If someone is excessively doing something, probably that's not the best. Now, these are much better, and I think that I'm going to use remarkably. But that's not the action here. That's nothing. That's just some things, some words, adjective. Let's try this one. I honestly prefer Google Translate over this one, because Stocky always gives me an excessive amount of words, but Google Translate usually tries to pick the most useful one. So yeah, sure, beautiful. That makes sense. This sentence in English doesn't make any sense at all. There is no action here. There is no verb. And in this case, I believe if I used the to be, that would be enough. Now, would this make sense? This is the subject, this is the action itself, and then there we go. That makes sense to me. And I know that I make it look like quite easy, but I'm just trying to show you how I try to dissect Hungarian sentences and construct an English one, because obviously I need to create it from the ground up, and it's never a word-by-word translation, even though the basis of my work is that I go word by word and try to figure out what any of these means and then try to construct an English sentence. Sometimes, although these are quite easy sentences, but sometimes you encounter a sentence where you keep putting these words next to each other in English and suddenly you start putting things in front of the sentence because then you found the subject of the sentence. Right, well, I hope that made sense. So let's move on. This one might not give us any result, although yeah, but you have to remember that this one is indeed a preposition in English but an attachment in Hungarian. So bird's eye view would be the proper translation, I can confirm that. In English, it might not make sense. Fortunately for us, and if I'm correct, if I say from a bird's eye view, that could technically work from a bird's eye view. I could even put perspective in there, just to be a little bit more descriptive. And what to do with this one, because obviously this is not is in English. Well, that doesn't really work. Well, I've got English as detected and Hungarian is somewhere with an age here. And yeah, that's indeed. So to or also, they both work as well, sure. So could make sense, I believe. So that would be my translation of this. Now, if I made any mistakes with the English one, well, I'm terribly sorry about that, but it does make sense. And at least the Hungarian one is pretty perfect, because I do speak Hungarian, I hope. There you have it. We both learned some valuable lessons. I don't know what the lessons were, but we definitely learned them. So thanks for watching and see you tomorrow for more fun with me. Bye bye.